Hold up. What's next? Max intimacy. So funny. Maximum intimacy.
That's so cool.
Some of these scenes make it feel like Ojima, as a writer, like really loves these characters and finally has a chance to do something with them that he essentially couldn't do back in the mid-2000s.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Tifa go way back.
Yeah.
I also heard she used to have a pretty big crush on you.
That's so.
Well, not at first. Apparently, even as a kid, you had that weird loner vibe. But then one day...
Look at Cloud, so insecure.
She got the love bug. Were you into her?
Don't remember.
Really? Though, I guess that makes sense. Tifa said she was so busy after the move to Midgard that she forgot all about you too.
I love how disturbed by it he is.
Don't know what it is about you guys, but I get it. I had a thing for a soldier once. At least I think he was a soldier. I wanted to prove myself, so I hit him with my best moves.
This is such a wild, like, deep cut, and you understand why they re-released Crisis Core.
It was like I was firing energy blasts. After a few salvos, he shouted, "You got me!" And at the time, I totally bought it. Of course, he was just playing along for a dumb kid. And once I realized that, I was pissed. I couldn't stop thinking about him. I swore to myself that one day I'd blast that jerk for real. Did some hardcore training so I could give him a beatdown. But eventually, it dawned on me. He was just being nice. Like, he was a really nice guy. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized, wow, I liked him, you know? Maybe it's because of those feelings that I still can't fire energy blasts.
I can help.
With the energy blasts? Or my feelings?
The former. Feelings ain't my thing.
I think we both kind of suck in that department.
Cloud's like, the fuck? the fuck?
That is the sort of thing you're supposed to do in these situations. It was just practice. So don't go thinking it means anything, okay? Say something!
Something.
Are you kidding me? Do something nice for you and that's what I get? You lousy jerk!
Oh, this is That's the oh shit. That's not the real one. So this changes. This changes completely. Why is Cloud naked in this fucking scene? Way to ruin it. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why is Cloud naked in the sea, bro? Was that IGN? IGN, chill. All right, dude, chill. What the fuck? IGN, please. Come on, dude. What is going on over there?
Something. You're so annoying. Hey, if I ever see that guy again, what should I do?
That's up to you. But if it were me, I'd let him have it.
So cool. Right. You get these moments. By the way, no music sucks. You get these moments sprinkled in of Cloud being an actual person, right? Every once in a while. But it's great. It's like insanely cute character writing that's referential. Ridiculously good character writing that just calls back to a ton of moments in the old games and shit. And clearly is like trying to do stuff with these characters. They're trying to like have fun with this stuff.
Y'all leave the flying to me.
Doesn't it work like that?
The boys' night out.
But we just sit here and spin? Could at least thrown in a joystick.
That seems joysticky.
Oh?
The most awkward date ever.
Some dumb kid's toy.
Come on, at least we can enjoy the scenery. Just look! You've got a space battle unfolding right before your very eyes. Tell me that doesn't send a chill down your spine. Oh no! Evasive action!
Hard to port.
Oh, made it by the skin of our teeth.
All Shinra employees.
You know, people sometimes ask me to predict who will win a race. Ah, come off it, I tell them. If I could do that, I wouldn't still be working here now, would I? Huh? Huh? Whoa! Whoa! Talk about a breathtaking spectacle! Seriously, are you lads seeing this? To hell with you, you wee scunners! Barbarians! I provide entertainment in spades and all I get is crickets!
Can we go any faster? This is torture.
And how do you think I feel?
Cait, zip it.
Why are you taking his side?
Why are you taking his side?
Fun. Open the doors! Let me off of this thing!
So funny.
Well, I'll be in the stands rooting for you tomorrow. Knock 'em dead.
Cute. Right? Super cute. Let me watch the Aerith one. I'm actually super curious about the Aerith one. I haven't seen all of it. I don't remember it.
Check it out.
Nothing like that.
Well, you would know. It's all so much.
Yeah, I wonder which one do they consider the canon date? Probably the Aerith one. Because the Aerith one's the one where the game mostly defaults to, right?
You surprised me at first. You were just like him, and...
Tifa's the default? Really?
It wasn't your face or your clothes. It was you. The way you walked. The way you carried yourself. Whenever I looked at you, I saw him. But you're not him. And that's okay. Because right now, I want to be with you. And I'm trying so hard to find you.
But I'm right here.
Yeah, you are. But...
Hey, did Tifa talk to you about,
Hey, Aerith? I talked to Cloud. He said he remembers Zack. How they were friends 5 years ago.
What? I don't think so. At least not about anything important.
Aerith consistently, like, lies to Cloud to protect him. Tifa also lies to Cloud incessantly to protect him. Almost to a damaging degree. Tifa lies to Cloud so much and keeps the truth from him for so long that it actually worsens his state by a lot. In fact, if there's one person we could actually blame for Cloud going down the path he goes down, it's likely Tifa. Because Tifa also doesn't want to confront the past. Also is scared of losing a friend, if not someone she used to really like. Like, to be real, which is why Tifa has to be the one to get Cloud out of that spot. It's ultimately her responsibility because a lot of it is her fault. She does not do the right thing. I keep saying this in the OG FF7 when we were playing it. I'm like, chat, watch the old game and see how much of the story of this game progresses forward because Tifa doesn't tell the truth. The majority of the old game's plot goes the way it does is because Tifa does not tell the truth. But that sets up Tifa and Cloud for the finality of the game to have like the best moment. To effectively have like the awakening moment where Tifa has, now it's her responsibility. Now she has to confront the actual truth behind what happened. It's so good.
Oh. Aerith?
Just till the ride's over.
Scenes are so good. Scenes are so good. So fucking good. Jesus, man. Yeah, and that's Cloud peeking in there. That's the awkward, shy teenager, right? The awkward loner.
Thanks for tonight.
You're welcome. But I didn't do anything.
Wall Market Warriors, you and me. We'll show him tomorrow.
Yeah. We really doing this?
Could use some peace and quiet, couldn't you? Come on.
Everyone says the best date.
What's this?
Trying to break it?
Just messing with you. Incredible.
Oh God. Oh God.
About your age, I decided I'd had enough of the mines. Wasn't much interested in any kind of work. I was young and wanted to enjoy my youth. And then I met a sweet girl named Myrna. Knew right away she was the one. But Myrna, she wasn't buying what I was selling. Told me she was in the market for a man, not a selfish little boy. If I was gonna win her heart, I had some growing up to do. Otherwise, she'd never give me the time of day. Funny enough, our first date was at a theme park. Nowhere near as big as this place, of course. Just a traveling fair with a handful of rides. We ended up riding these wooden chocobos round and round, laughing our asses off. Look at me, boring you with my old stories.
Wouldn't be the first time. Don't worry, I'm used to it.
Yeah, well, the lesson here is once you find your soulmate, you never let him go. So, who is it?
Who's what?
You know damn
The
well
stare.
what I'm talking about. Why do you always have to overthink things? That ain't no way to live. You gotta just go for it sometimes.
You mean like you do, all the time?
Touche.
All these scenes are so good.
You could say that we balance each other out.
Yeah.
I mean it, though. If you do have feelings for someone, tell them straight out. Don't wait till it's too late.
Right.
Uh-oh. This comes back to Cloud. Bite Cloud in the ass later. Uh-oh. More emotional damage. More emotional damage.
Thanks for coming out tonight. I appreciate it. Tomorrow, we're gonna go to town on those suckers.
Yeah.
Your relationship with Barrett has changed. I've seen the Red 13 when we watched it. The biggest reveal from the Red 13 one is that he tells us that Aerith pretty much gave him a vision of the future, that him and Aerith could see the future events, and that they were eventually taken away by ghosts, so they no longer could see the future, which is why Red 13 knew as much as he did, why he was so, like, even Barrett calls it out in the first game where he's like, well, how the hell do you know that, spitting all that cryptic bullshit? There's a moment where it's like, how the hell does Red 13 know this? It's good.
Gondola's here.
We got Tifa on when we played the game. This is the first time I'm seeing it again.
Well, after you.
You first.
Cloud?
Why do you think Marlene doesn't have her memories? Dude, the ghosts didn't get her. Ghosts are lazy. They're bad at their job. Yo, Nyla, thanks for the 5 gift subs. And Joshua, thank you.
Worth a try.
Here goes. Wow. Well?
Nice save.
Hey, over there. See that?
This is such a... I find this date hilarious because it's such the atypical male date where, like, the girl's caught up in all this fun stuff that's going on around them, and the guy is just trying his absolute fucking hardest. It's just like, all right, so don't... All right, just think about... No, don't think. Wait. Now, no, don't do it. No, don't say something. Don't say something. Like, it is the most... Sorry. It is the most, like, atypical male in a date sort of situation. Don't be weird. Are you being weird? No, you're acting too weird. Don't be weird.
Well?
Just be cool. Try to be cool.
Nice
Wait a
save.
minute. Have I not been saying anything for the past minute and a half? He's such, like, the typical, like, teenager in a date.
Hey, over there. See that?
And, like, anybody that's a dude and has had this situation happen to them has fucking felt this shit at some point.
Being a jockey looks
That was literally me.
That's definitely not what the races are like.
I guess I'll just have to see for myself.
You experienced this? Yes. I legit experienced this in high school. Not in a gondola or some shit, but a very similar, like, situation to this with somebody that I really liked. And, you know, long story short, the result was relatively similar. So I sort of, like, the scene does a lot for me personally. It feels relatively natural.
It's beautiful.
I shook her hand, yes. I gave her a firm handshake. That was it. That was definitely it.
So,
No, it wasn't like fireworks and shit. More like we spent an entire day together, you know, hanging out with each other and got to know each other better than we ever did. And then, you know, also the date concludes in a way that goes away that's pretty great. And it's like, wow, that's amazing. But unfortunately, due to high school politics and shit like that, it never amounted to anything like substantial later on. So, you know, very similar to Cloud's situation and what the fuck, like, he's dealing with. You know, it was just a really cool night.
you talk to Aerith?
High school politics, chat. You don't understand that? You don't, you can't, if you, unless you're the really cool kid in school, you can't go out with like the popular girl and, you know, expect anything to actually happen as a result of it. That's important because of cliques and shit. You've all been to high school.
Hey, Aerith? I talked to Cloud. He said he remembers Zach. How they were friends 5 years ago.
What?
God, I don't miss that shit. Me either, man. I don't miss that shit.
Right. Touchy subject, huh? She must still have feelings for Zach.
I think it's a little more complicated than that.
In high school, I was effectively a small friend group art guy, right? Small friend group art guy. So I wasn't a loner per se, specifically like Cloud in this character, but I can say the reason FF7, I think, resonated so deeply with teenagers, right? Game severely resonated deeply with a teenage audience, which is why so many people in their 30s and 40s fucking love Final Fantasy VII, man, because it has this teenage energy to it, at least 90s teenage energy that very much feels extremely relatable, especially with all like the relationship chasing and who likes who type of shit, which is massive in FF7. Like more than any other RPG I've played at the time in the 90s, there was no other RPG that was like, you're fawning over this character. Does this character like this character? No, I like them. That, like, dude, this is so teenage high school shit that it's weird. And so because of that, FF7 very much resonates this like high school energy about it. And it's ultimately one of the reasons why I think it also resonates so hard with people. Like why people so deeply fucking love Final Fantasy VII. It feels like this game fucking gets me, man. So, and I feel like a lot of people, Cloud is the ultimate character for that shit because he just wants to be cool, right? He isn't cool. He does his best to be cool. On the outside, he is cool, but he clearly isn't. And as a teenager, all you're doing is like putting on a face. You do this also through your 20s, right? Just as like just as a sort of life perspective thing. You do this in your 20s. You don't know who the fuck you are. Right? You have no clue who you are. And as a teenager, it's really confusing. As a 20-year-old, you're trying to figure it out, but you're still like, you don't know who the fuck you are. And you are trying to like put on this facade on the outside of being an adult, of being somebody that's like either responsible, I should do the right thing, I should be this kind of person, I should like, right? This is a very, very, very relatable thing. And it is Cloud's character. And I think you gotta, like, there's a realization why Cloud is such a great character, because eventually he breaks out of all that stuff and realizes who he is. It happens fast, like through the span of a game. But for a lot of like dudes, just in general, this is a thing that happens throughout their whole fucking life, right? Where eventually you have to figure out who the hell you are. So again, it's a thing that resonates way later in your adult life, of why the game grabbed you as a teenager, why it stays with you for so long. These are the themes of FF7 that I think are so powerful, that are really, really well captivated in an old 1997 game. And believe it or not, this game seems to understand it. It absolutely understands it. I had a chat one day at a press event with Hamaguchi, and I haven't like talked about this very much, but we were at a press event, and I had a translator there with me, and I told him about the effects of this game on as a teenager, and how there's like a teenage energy to the old FF7, and how it really feels like Remake, you know, before Rebirth was out, Remake got that. It like understood that, and it carried that. And he immediately asked me how old I was, and I was like a year younger than him. So he's like, yeah, you get it. I was like, oh shit. So that was intentional. Oh shit. Like they realize that about this. So it's, you know, again, that perspective is coming from like a range where they knew that this is the effect this had on certain people at the time in the 90s, especially, and growing up. So it's like, that was a conscious effort. And you feel it. It isn't like it just, oh, maybe the first game just stumbled into that, because that fucking happens, man. Games on music will just stumble into just absolute limelight, and the creators don't even realize it happens. And it's like, well, fuck, okay. It's mostly realizing why that had an effect, like why it is as renowned and receptive, just overall positively receptive over the years, like why you get that. You can tell the devs love this shit. You can tell that it hit them in the same ways, and they're trying to echo that energy throughout both of these games. They really do.
Hey, it's kind of weird us being here like this, isn't it?
Yes, I'm definitely in my mid-30s. Absolutely.
Is it?
That's very true. I'm definitely in my mid-30s.
I guess it is. Kinda.
Ever since we left Midgar on this crazy journey, ever since we were kids, even, I can't remember a time like this. A time when we were this close.
Your class of 2000? I'm close.
Or am I getting ahead of myself again?
Again?
Yeah.
I love the fake out in this scene too. The scene has a super effective fake out.
Not one bit.
The firm handshake fake out. Hold on a second. I'm gonna ruin this scene, if not make it better. Hold on a second. I'm an AMV editor right now. It's fucking hilarious, dude. It's fucking hilarious. Bro! 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 It's so good. The fake out gave me that feeling, where it's like, dude, this is the goddamn Back to the Future kiss scene. Like, what the fuck are they doing, man? This feels, like, again, it's another part of this game that feels intentional, where it's like, oh, they're faking us out with this moment to amplify the moment that comes right after. It feels intentional. It's the best movie ever made. The goddamn crane shot in the end, dude. Follow that up with one of the most, like, epic scenes in fucking movie history. Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus, dude. I recently had an opportunity with JJ. Ripley, like, fell asleep one night, and I got, like, the HD version of Back to the Future. And it was on Apple TV, right? So it was like the new 4K version. Me and JJ were just like, yeah, let's just fire this up and see what it looks like. I'm like, whoa, it looks really good. We just, like, watched the opening. We watched the whole fucking movie. It's the easiest film. I've seen it likely 500 times in my life. I watched it maybe 300 times as a kid. My parents, when I was 2 years old, took me 4 times to the theaters to see it as a 2-year-old. So the movie is literally ingrained into my DNA. It never gets boring. It's perfect. Like, the fucking movie is immaculate. It's insane as a 2-year-old. It's wild. I'm actually brainwashed. Like, Back to the Future is in my goddamn DNA, dude. It's literally in my DNA. It's timeless. So again, it's like, I couldn't help it with this scene. Anyway, this is one of the greatest games ever made. This is one of the best games ever made. I feel like it was made for me, you know? I feel like it was actually like made for me personally. And the fact that so many other people feel that way, it's like, all right. So it's one of the games, right? It is definitely one of the games of all time.